What's going on, everybody? Toad's Hiking Adventures. Thanks for tuning in to another video. I'm just going to check out the place where Bob Brown declared everything as a heritage listed area, or whatever it was, at Oura. A little cottage house. So we've just parked the car at the car park and we're walking along the track to go to the property. It's basically the start of the Dry's Bluff hike. I didn't realise it was pretty big, like one of the toughest hikes in Tasmania, they reckon. So I won't be doing that today because it's 3 o'clock. So that means I wouldn't get back until 11 o'clock, nearly close to midnight. I was just reading the track notes and someone had done it 5 days ago and had done it in like 8.5 hours. So Dry's Bluff is definitely on the list, and I'd love to tick it off the bucket list, that's for sure. All Aboriginal culture and site and just everything that's here. So I think we go over that bridge up there and we go up to the cottage. There's a barn and a shelter and all that up there, so we'll go check it out, eh? It's very relaxing. You can't camp here, so don't even think about camping here. The caretaker's up here. This place looks amazing. Alright, get up to the bridge, cross that and get over to the property. So I just met the caretaker at Oura Reserve, and it protects more than 28 hectares of wet forest, including endangered white gum and wet forest, white goshawks, platypuses, spotted-tailed quails, echidnas, wombats, Tassie devils, pink robins and other wildlife all find sanctuary here. Oura is owned and managed by Bush Heritage Australia, a not-for-profit conservation organisation that buys and manages lands and partners with Aboriginal people to protect more than 11 million hectares. That's amazing. What a spot. Absolutely amazing. Love to see a platypus. We were just having a chat and we've just seen all these fish run through. It's absolutely amazing. Wow, look at that. That's off its head. I got to do that climb before I get too old. I mean, knees give out on me. So apparently Bob Brown's coming up here tonight to stay here. And that's what the caretaker just told me anyway, so be pretty cool if I come back out and Bob Brown's here, get a selfie with him. Oh, that's just amazing. Oh, wow. Wow. Wow, what a spot. That's awesome. Oura, eh? What a spot. In 2011, Bob Brown gifted Oura to Bush Heritage Australia. So I wonder how he got this property to start with. It says something about this old girl here. Alison Cox, Jamie Cox and Paul Smith, who took Bob on his first trip down to the Frank River. Alison Cox and Richard Chin were the owners of Cox and Chin Block, now part of Oura. I wonder if she gave it to Bob. Look at Bob Brown at Oura 1977. 1973 is reached via Dean's Track, which is established by former Oura owners John and Stephanie Dean. In the earliest 20th century, trappers killed a Tasmanian tiger on the mountainside. John Hart, Alisa Bain and John Hawkins on Dry's Bluff Summit, September 1955. Wow. Dries Bluff summit. That's amazing. Oh, that's cool. Look at those sheep that were on the road. There's a bunch of sheep on the road here. I almost bloody hit them. Rain, hail, shine or snow. 23 Liffey River flood. Oh, look at this. Bob Brown during the 2011 flood. That's over that bloody bridge I just went over. That's Canaan. Snow on Dries Bluff. The cottage in snow. Snow fight in the front of the cottage around 1930. That's awesome. Alright, let's get up there and have a look. Tasmanian Aboriginal culture is one of the oldest in the world. During the Ice Ages, when there was a land bridge between this island and the mainland Australia. The Aboriginal people hunted in this then grassy valley. They travelled along tracks called macaminyas. Evidence of fireplace and stone tools can still be seen today in the Sandstone Caves on Napawala, the Great Western Tiers, where many generations of people have sheltered. After the British invasion, local people were massacred east of this valley near the Lake Rivers junction with the Macquarie. But in recent years, Aboriginal people have returned to Oura to engage in cultural activities and a renewed kinship with this land. And so it shows here the Sandstone Caves on the Great Western Tiers where Aboriginal people once sheltered. I wonder, that cave where I was at today, up in Meander, I wonder if that, you know, if there was Aboriginals up there and then the British started fucking killing them and massacring them and doing all the shit that they done. I'll just get this key and unlock this door and I'll take you through the cottage. I just told me where the key was, but it's not there, so I'll have to go back and get it to take me through. There's the track that goes to Dries Bluff. What a spot. How amazing. I have to go back down there and get her to take me through the house. What's up with this tree? Elsie, in 1922, Elsie Crack found a sprouting walnut on a friend's farm down the river. She took it home and planted it here on the day that her brother Reg was born. In the years since, this tree has shaded greens, fundraising meetings, Wilderness Society, dam blockade meetings, the birth of Bush Heritage Australia in 1990 and in 2009. The commitment ceremony between Bob Brown and his partner Paul Thomas, despite being blown down in a gale on the 18th of March 2016, this walnut tree lives on, a silent witness to many an intriguing debate. Okay, well, it's still alive. That's crazy. That's mad. Literally come out of the ground. So Reg Crack. Elizabeth and Charles Crack built Oura Cottage in 1904. Regional Dean and his son John buy Oura in 1950. 1973, Bob Brown buys Oura. 1990, Bush Heritage is founded here. 2011, Bob Brown gifts Oura to the Bush Heritage. In 2019, the house and surrounds are listed on the State Heritage Register. Oh, Charlie, he built the house, look at it. 1926. Oh, that's just, oh no, he built it in 1904. Yeah, wow. That's awesome. Lucky prick, Bob Brown. He would have got a cheap as. Be worth a couple of million now. Alright, let's go get this caretaker and we'll come back and I'll get her to take me through the house.
Their meetings, everything underneath that walnut tree.
Yeah, right.
When it was
standing.
When it was standing.
Yep. Yeah, I had a look around, looked up. Yeah.
I have to check and see where.
Well, everything's all still original here.
It's as it was.
As it was?
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is amazing.
From when he. So there's.
Oh wow.
This room, which.
It's got that smoke smell.
That smoky smell, yeah. Because he comes and stays here still, so.
Bob?
Yeah.
He literally sleeps in here?
Yep, he sleeps in this space. So they have the second. So this has been used as a second bedroom if needed.
Okay.
But he's got it as a lounge and the old original fireplace.
And the pot bellies and everything's still in there.
Yeah.
Fry pans, oh my, that's great.
That old one that was...
Oh, look at that.
Look at that, it is really old.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. It's quite just incredible, all this stuff.
I'll have to fill that before I go.
Yes, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
The old furniture.
All the old, yes, and so I was reading the thing that they're keeping it, unless certain things like to make sure water doesn't get in, the repair, okay, that's got to be done.
Yeah.
But otherwise they're not touching anything unless it has to be done to keep it up. And this bit was added in about the 1950s. Because it used to be, they said there used to be a bathroom and kitchen. Okay. So they added this little section on and put the bathroom in, and then that kitchen became just a full kitchen.
Wow.
And this hallway.
Wow.
So
it's got style.
Stuff, yeah.
It's got style.
Yes. And he doesn't have power.
No power here.
When he was doing the stopping the damming on the Franklin
River,
he said one of the reasons that they were saying they need to dam it because they need more power to power homes because they need electricity, he said. And as he was here, he thought, no, I'm not going to contribute to them needing more power. So he disconnected the power completely.
Good on him.
Yeah, so he said, I'm sort of, fighting against them. I shouldn't be using their power. So he lived here without power.
For how long?
Stopped it. Until, what was it? Does he say when he left? Because it's got this here. So.
Okay, 1898.
So 1898, that's when they came.
And built
the house, he came here and built it 1904. It was renovated in 1939. The bathroom had, 1970 the bathroom had it, okay. Then this Dean's family bought it.
First bridge was put in. Yep. And Bob brought 1973.
The bridge was replaced, a new footbridge, and then donated to Bush Heritage. Because he was part of the instigation of Bush Heritage as well. Okay. But everything, all of his meetings for Bush Heritage, the Wilderness Society, planning what they were going to do for the stop the damming, they said it all happened under that walnut tree.
Oh, wow.
Sit under there and do stuff.
That's great.
But he was lucky to get the place because he'd seen it when he was younger. Yep. And he'd come up to Liffey and thought, oh, wow, that's a great place. And then later on, he came and visited the Deans and just to chat and say, if you ever think of selling... I'll be the bloke that will buy it. And they said, oh, we've got a buyer. We are selling, but we've got a buyer. And he goes, oh, no. The sell fell through. Oh, no. His wife, the guy who was buying it, his wife came and had a look and said, I'm not living in that dump.
Mm.
So that was the end of that sale.
So then Bob brought it. Oh,
so
wow.
he got it, yeah. This is gorgeous. Have you read?
Hi Bob, just a gimmicky little gift that might ring a bell occasionally. You will of course recall a few years ago you had a break-in at Liffey when your back door was smashed and had to be replaced. Well, it turned out to be King Billy pine, so I salvaged some of it. The pine, almost now more rare than hewn, is from a tree probably several hundred years old by the growth rings. This is a piece of the actual centre mullion, with the doorbell still where it was. The additions may remind you of the resident white goshawk in your forest and the platypus in your river. Hopefully you can hang it somewhere and ring the bell occasionally. It reminds you of Oura, not that you need any reminders. Best wishes, Neville Gray. Neville, born and bred at Waratah, also painted Oura's roof in the 1990s. Wow.
So he made little carvings. And
The goshawk and the platypus.
Yes, and the platypus. I think, yes, someone bashed in the...
So they kicked in the door.
Kicked in the door.
And what did they
So
steal?
they had to replace the door.
What they steal?
I don't know. Doesn't say anything.
Okay.
There's probably nothing much here to steal.
But the wood's from the...
But the wood's from the, what was it, the King Billy pine.
King Billy pine.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a great story.
It's
That's
quite
great.
amazing.
That's great. Absolutely amazing.
It's an incredible place, yeah.
It's like a little mini museum.
It is. And of course that's the...
Is that Bob and his partner?
That would be, I would say, yeah.
That's a beautiful photo. Look at that, all full of snow.
All the snow up on there.
That's great. September 2011.
Yeah. I had some horses.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he sleeps in here.
Yep.
All right, Bob, get sitting on your bed. There we go, laying on Bob Brown's bed.
Yeah. It's...
Well, this whole place would be...
Big old, like these old chairs. Look at them. So old. Beautiful couch
Oh, wow.
that they've survived. Oh, they're quite beautiful.
That's great. Thanks so much for bringing me in here.
That's okay. Oh, that paper I gave you, I wrote on the back of it. That's where it come out of this book.
Oh, okay, right.
The Bush Heritage Australia book.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wrote on the back.
All right.
That's where it's from.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's great.